Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be continuing prepping the Cressida to go to Spirit Peaks to do some drifting. I've got a bigger list now of things I need to get done. We're going to start off with getting the fire extinguisher bracketry and everything mounted up. I'm going to put it underneath the front driver's seat and I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that now, and we'll get to measuring and cutting. Sweet. Let's get into it. Sweet, so this is where I'm going to start off at. It's about 20 inches from bolt to bolt. I marked that down, and this is going to seem kind of goofy, I know. But I'm using this like, I don't know exactly what it's called, like a door seal. But I'm just going to cut this thin piece of aluminum out of here and use that. It's just about 20 inches. I give myself a little extra. And then we're probably going to have to drill out these guys on either side, then drill out some holes for this so I can put a 2.5 pound fire extinguisher in here, and it won't be going everywhere because this will hold it in. But I need a new fire extinguisher because this one said it was from like 2008, so we can't run it. They won't allow it at the track. So let's get into this guy. Also, for the guys that don't realize, this is temporary. This is a temporary thing just to get on track. I'm gonna fix this. I'm not gonna be running a piece of a house on my car forever. Maybe. We'll see. We might.
Papa B.
Papa feet.
Papa C and Papa B.
A 21?
You stealing stuff from me?
Yeah.
Chicken burger.
Somebody knows that. That's why you're fucking my body.
Chicken burger.
Ryan's gonna be saying that for the next thing.
Dude, it's been stuck in my head all day. Alright, so it's finished up for the most part. I just took it out here and spray painted a second ago. My camera died, so I had to just keep working while the battery charged. But I made the little kind of slides. And like I said earlier, this thing is super fucking flimsy. Is not to last. This is like mostly for mock-up and to go to the first event, and then I'm gonna make it actually out of like a piece of steel. But this is just to go to the first event. So it's been a few days since the last update on this video where I was spray painting the fire extinguisher kind of mount thing, but we got some things in the mail and also have some news about the drifting event, but we will get into that in 1 second. So we got a helmet in the mail, ILM helmet, and we got harnesses because the seat belts in the Cressida do not work. I've talked about that before, but yeah, I went budget here. I know it's like safety stuff. I know I shouldn't budget, but this helmet is like, has like the snow rating, everything, so it's all good. That's fine. This harness though is like a bolt-in 4-point, no submarine belt or anti-submarine belt. So yeah, it's not long term. It's just for now. And for updates on the drift event, I was supposed to be going there this Saturday. I think it's like the 19th. But the truck I had lined up to use, I can no longer use because the person just needs it. I could go rent a U-Haul truck, but it just doesn't seem worth it to me. There is another event September 2nd, and this one was already kind of rushed from the beginning. So I'm going to take my time. There's still some bugs with the Cressida that I need to work out, like that leak. I really need to figure that out because I can't just be leaking like trans fluid everywhere. I'm gonna blow the trans up if I keep doing that. And just some other bits and get tires, stuff like that. But we're gonna go out to the garage and get these harnesses installed. I'll show you guys kind of how I'm doing it. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is how the ones that go kind of across your lap, the straps that go across your lap are gonna sit. Everything is just mocked up right now. I just want to see how it would fit. And there's like little ridges. You can kind of see them up here. Those are gonna need to be chopped off the rails so this can get bolted down to the actual car, you know, because now there's like 2 threads in. And this thing is where it is. Same on this side, same thing. The little ridges hold it back. And then back here, I removed the back seats. And I know they're not at the correct angle. This is, like I said, this is all just to get on track. I know it's not spec and it's not perfect safety-wise, but that's not the biggest concern right now. Having working seat belts that actually hold me into my seat compared to these is what I'm looking for. A cage will be done at some point. This is just right now. So I'm gonna have to drill this top one out, tap it to that size, and then we'll be able to run it through the actual floor of the car. Same with that side. First I need to get this seat out and cut these brackets off because I'm not cutting shit inside the car anymore, because the last time I did that I almost burnt the car down. And just so you guys know, just for reference, what I'm about to show you, I've never taken the seat off before. I've never looked in these crevices, but it does not look like these seats have been removed since 1985. Let me show you what looks to be like a bolt. So I think that right there is a bolt, but it is so covered in nasty shit. Look at this side. Oh, I'll show you the inside. Look at this. Oh, there's a quarter right there. Let's go. And a sunflower seed. But yeah, that's fucking nasty. So I'm gonna vacuum all this out while I'm in here. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. So I finished vacuuming everything up, but I kind of started rolling the ball too far, and I got this seatbelt buckle removed, and I'm working on figuring out all of this because it's just 80s like crazy shit. But I'm trying to keep these because they're just sick, little like emergency releases for the seatbelts. But it's just like, this looks like a fucking IED like in here. But I don't know. I'm gonna just tinker with this thing so I can get these belts off. And then we gotta go up here, and I think this guy just pulled, there's like a sleeve right here, it'll pull back and there'll just be a bolt right in here. While the seat's out, I'm gonna get all these old, okay, while the seat's out, I'm gonna get this old buckle off. It just looks like some bolts down here, probably that musty ass bolt, and should be good to go after that. Oh, there's a dime over here too. Look at that, making money off this car. Let's get this thing torn apart and cut those back fin things off. Alright, well that dries. I'm gonna go inside, eat some food, and I'm gonna be back out here when it's dry. Sweet, so we're almost there. Got the bottoms in, those aren't going anywhere, they're fucking tight. I got these fully loosened, like the lap belt, so we can adjust them later. And I'm just gonna leave that center console out from that for now. we're gonna move on to the straps in the back that mount to the back. So my drill battery should be done charging. So let's drill those holes out and retap them. So I had to run to Harbor Freight really quick to get some drill bits. Also, $10 for 30 drill bits. Crazy. Let's drill this hole out. Alright, so we got the harness belts in, all bolted down. Next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is clean up all this just like muck from underneath the seats. Just like 40 years of never being cleaned. Alright, so I got the back cleaned off. I'm going to go ahead and drill out those two holes. Same thing on the other side. Tap them with that tap right there. Also, if you guys listen to podcasts, don't know if you do or not, but you should go listen to this guy, The Goodest Cast. I'm listening to the one with Noriaro right now. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. You know, I don't even have that many fucking subscribers. But go listen to this guy, pretty cool. Again, it's The Goodest Cast. I'm listening to the one with Noriaro. If you like it, go check it out. So it's been a few days since I last recorded anything or did any work on the car. And I left the lights on. So now we gotta jump start it. I just pushed it out. Gonna jump start with the Volvo. Let's do it. It too works. So let's get that passenger seat out. I'm gonna repeat the exact same thing I did on this side, so I probably won't film a lot of it, but just need to cut those brackets off, put everything back in, paint it. You know the deal. I'm gonna get it done. While I was letting that paint dry, I was just cleaning inside here, cleaning all that shit up, and while I was doing that and trying to vacuum out, my fucking vacuum just caught on fire and started, no, it didn't really catch on fire, it started smoking a bunch and filled the inside of this car with just plastic smoke. So yeah, that's fun. So it's been about 3 months. Actually a little over 3 months since I last filmed anything on this car. Just been working and just not trying to spend money, but I said fuck it, my birthday is next week and I want to go to the track, and there's a Spirit Peaks day. Thanks Drifting is, I think it's like the 26th. It's like the day or two after Thanksgiving. So I'm going there. I'm bringing the Cressida. I have the U-Haul reserved. My dad's truck is all ready. Did the brakes on it today. Yeah. Went and bought some shit. Fire extinguisher, muffler that I had to put on, clamps for the muffler. So let's see what I got. So the old one that I had installed in the car, right in the like passenger footwell or like underneath the seat, was like from like 2010. This one I just got today. It was cheaper to just buy a new one than to get that one serviced because it just was way out of date. So it is new today. Don't even have to worry about it anymore. We're gonna mount that somewhere else too. I will show that in a little bit. And we have this guy. I got this muffler for free from a friend. You might have seen him actually in in the Volvo video, the IPD meet. He was trickling around there in the back. So shout out to him for that. Good guy. Haven't seen him in a minute. Some clamps, like $5 each. Some brake cleaner because I was there. Don't know why I bought it. Dropped this yesterday. Have the car all jacked up. Done. I need to go through and check the entire suspension. I think I'm going to drop the car down, take the mud flaps off, maybe take one of the tow hooks off of the front, or both of them, and install them once I get to track, just so I have them at track if I need to get towed, whatever. But they make it so hard and destroy my front lip getting it up onto any type of trailer. So we're going to take those off, and we need to cut this guy right there, put this guy in the middle. This will probably stick out, the tip will probably stick out like way more than it did, but it's what I can do right now. I don't have a welder here, so I'm not gonna go pay $120 for someone to do this when I can do this for like $5 and a couple risky cuts with cut off wheel. So hopefully I don't lose any thingies today. But let's get straight into it. Let's go. I'm ready to work on this car again. It's kind of getting dark out. I know my neighbors hate me so much already. So I'm just gonna cut. Gotta have some cutting music. And I was gonna go shirtless for this one, but it's too cold. It's like fucking 45 out. Bro, this shit's gonna stick out so far. I have to beat it so it's smaller. It's the next day and I'm under the car. The exhaust is finally on. It does not look good at all. It does not. It's pretty goofy. I would never do this like if I had more time or wanted to pay to actually go to a muffler shop. I should have done that, but I didn't. I don't know why I did it this way, but take a look at what we've done. I guess one clamp, pipes that now stick out so fucking far. Kind of pimped on, like an adapter, and then 2 more clamps, and then just had a drill. There's like a bracket up here, you can kind of see it's a silver, and there's a bolt up here behind it. Sorry if it's really dark, but it comes off here. Had a bend. It's just like a piece of kind of like rebar. You can see right there, just like bar stock. It used to come all the way this way because this was way further back, and then it would bolt in right up here, but back there. So I had to bend this back and kind of bend it in like an S shape, and then drill another bolt hole in this guy, and mount it in a bolt hole that was higher, a threaded hole that was higher. So I had to do all that just to get it up a little bit because it was hanging so low, like it would just be dragging on the ground all the time and like pointing like down at the ground if I didn't do any of that. So yeah, exhaust is done. So yeah, you can see how much more it sticks out. It was sticking out to like there last time, about there. So now we need to move on to the extinguisher and figuring out where to mount that. Getting that done. Might do it tomorrow because it's already like pitch black outside. Alright, so it's the next day. I finished up the exhaust, but I'm not happy with it at all, honestly. I just don't like it. It fucking sits down at an angle, sits way too low. I don't mind it sticking out that far, but I'd rather not have it sticking out that far. You can see it's just like and it has like an exhaust leak on it. So I went and bought this guy, multi-process. So TIG, MIG, stick, and flux core I'm gonna have to use flux core for this just because I can't get a bottle today. It's Sunday. I work Monday through Wednesday this week because Thanksgiving's on Thursday, and I have no time after that to go get something because they're probably gonna be, or air gas is probably gonna be closed Thursday. Blah blah blah. And the track is on Saturday, so I have to get this done today. So I found a good ass deal on this. I was actually gonna go just buy the shitty like 120 like just flux core welder just so I could get this done today and have it done. But this was on sale for $187 or $487. It's usually like $800. It's exactly what I've been wanting. It can run 220, 110, whatever. TIG, stick, everything. It does everything. And I don't need anything more than this. This is perfect for me. All that was wrong with it was a return and open box. I had 5 days to return it and get my money back. So we're gonna fucking use this thing. Make sure it works first. And I'm gonna fix his exhaust because it is a piece of shit. I'm not proud of it at all. And I'm gonna try to return all the clamps and all that shit. So I got the car all jacked up, everything good to go. I'm gonna get this thing off here. But before I take this thing off, I need to clean this area because it's just Jay-Z parts and interior and tires. I'm gonna get all the pine needles out of here because it's like everywhere, all underneath the car, everything. It stops like the little roller thing, the creeper. So this is where we're at. Fucking respirator. Janky ass setup with the fucking jack on a piece of wood. But I think that's sitting a lot better than it was. It's a lot closer. It's not touching any of the plastic or the bumper or anything. So yeah, I still have the adapter in there. I'm just gonna tack everything in place where it is. Just a couple tacks around each one. And then pull the whole thing off and just tack it across the piece of wood or something. Or completely weld it once it's down. But I just want to tack it in place, get it set, done. Then we'll pull this thing off. Alright, so this is where I'm at. Haven't fully welded in yet, just some tacks. That one, there's a fat ass gap, so I'm gonna figure out what I have to do there. I kind of tacked it in, but they were just like going all over the place. That one's tacked in perfectly, those fit. Still gotta weld this guy in. I just bolted it up there, just gonna tack it a couple times on either side. I don't know how I'm gonna fit this stuff in, but I'm gonna figure it out. If I have to go to track with this thing half welded and half fucking exhaust clamped together, I will. I don't care. I'm gonna do kind of whatever it takes to get out there because I have committed to this. Hope you guys are enjoying this little series of drift prep so far. I will be back whenever I'm back next. Don't know. So it's a few days later now. I just finished welding this exhaust up. It ain't pretty at all, I'm telling you, it's not pretty. But it gets the job done. I can go to track. All I need to do now is get that fire extinguisher in. But I'll let you guys have a look at these welds. They are not good. I'm not proud of them. This was just like spur of the moment stuff. That's the front one. I mean, sitting right next to this one, it's just like, come on, it's horrible. All the fucking spatter and shit. Those ones back there we're not even gonna talk about because they're so bad. But exhaust is done. So I actually think while the car's out there and I have some space to work around it, not like slamming doors up against the walls and the air compressor, I'm going to get the fire extinguisher installed. Let's go get this thing in. So I'm in the back right now. This is the back seat. I think there's this nice like smooth panel right here. I think I'm just gonna bolt it in right there and send it right in the back, accessible if I ever want to move it. It's just holes left over, and I can just cover those up. Some carpet or something that I need to put back here at some point, and not run these harnesses that bolt down too low. I know they're wrong. I know they're wrong. You don't gotta say it, I know. So I'm gonna bolt it right there. Okay. All right, that's on there. So that is the mounting location. Nice, good, out of the way. Can always take it out if I want, move it around. The old one up front was like the bracket that comes with the fire extinguisher was zip tied onto a piece of like floor, like I don't know how to call it, like between the door frame, the bottom of the door frame, and like the floor, the little metal piece that covers both of those. That I cut a chunk out of that and bolted it in between like the seat brackets up here. And that shit, I can show you. That shit was, and it's fucking zip tied in, like, I mean it's sturdy, like it's a piece of metal, but done horribly. So I'm gonna take that out really quick. But that's that. I'm gonna need to pull the car back in here, get that exhaust on. The helmet in here already. Oh, get iced. Need to take that out. And we're done. Load this thing up, take it to my dad's, go pick up the trailer. And just literally go straight back. Don't move your wheel. You're fine. All right. Let's fucking get this bitch on here. I'm tired. My chest hurts. All the welding fumes. So the exhaust is fully on. And there we have it. All done. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was a fun series to film. I know it took a couple months to really get out, but it was a lot to do and I was working and stuff, so I didn't have the time. I'm currently filming the next video, which is going to be the S13 suspension stuff, and then there's one video before that which will kind of just be going over the first track day, some videos of it, explaining what I broke and what I really need to fix, and kind of hone in on this car because I was able to drive it for the first time really hard and kind of saw the flaws inside of it. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, comment down below what you want to see. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.